AFTV, Premsy, you know what? We started the game off well. We were passing the ball well. We looked the more threatening team, and then we give away a penalty. I don't know if to get your views on if you felt that was a penalty. And then after that, you're 1-0 down. It's a North London derby. It's not great. All right. But then the red card, it all changes on that. Down to 10 men at their place. We were always going to be up against it after that. And it's a bad defeat in the end.
No, most definitely, Robbie. At the end of the day, as fans, we just want to see a North London derby where Arsenal give it their all, use their heads, and try to hit every single situation to the best of their ability and managing the game. But I just feel like I can't take any credit from the start that the players made, because it's what I wanted, to be on the front foot and try to go and get that early goal. And I don't feel like the players were overcommitting at the time as well. I feel like the problem occurred by not starting Tomiyasu at right back, something I was calling for before. The reason I say that is because they would have their own little competitive fight with being Asian, being from that part of the world.
Him and Son.
Yeah, him and Son. And you got to get players to try to nullify their best players. I was hearing people saying that, we got to concentrate on our game and not really think about Son and Kane. But at the end of the day, these are two of the best players in the league. We have to think about these players. And there's no harm in moving Cedric over to the left-hand side. He has played there before. It's not like he's been playing shaky over the last couple of games. He could have came in and did a thing. I think that was the first mistake that we made.
Was it a penalty?
Not a penalty for me. Too soft. I feel like when it comes to a derby day like this, there's a reason in World Cup finals that they pick certain referees, because it has to be a certain kind of game. You should be letting things go if it's not significant in the first couple of minutes to let the game flow. I think he was too fast in handing out cards, too fast in every decision he made. Even if he was unsure, there was no call back to VAR or anything, because for me, it was soft. It was soft as anything. Fair enough, it might have looked like a little bit of a push, but in a game of this substance, you got to let that run.
All right, Rob Holding now,
Yeah.
He sees then it's a soft penalty. He sees then that the referee's maybe a bit quick on the cards. Why do what he did? You're on a yellow card already, which I think probably deserved to be, because he kept, he was trying to get tight to Son, but he was too tight and he kept grabbing hold of him every time he was getting away. Then he goes and gives away a ridiculous second yellow. Some people saying it could have been a straight red.
Could have been. At the end of the day, look, he's let the team down, he's let the manager down, and it comes to a little bit of ego, I would say, because as I've mentioned before on the stream, I said the only reason why I can see him doing that is because a couple moments earlier, Son's elbowed him when they've been on the floor, and it looks like he tried to return the favour. But the problem is, in games like this, you need to know when to do it and when not to do it, because you can get away with a few bits slyly. Like
it's VAR now, you can see it.
Tottenham played the dark arts today. Just like Chris said before the stream, watch out for them looking to play the dark arts. And that's something that Arsenal need to know how to manage, when to do and when not to do. And I think with Rob Holding, he's going to look back at that and think, you know what, I royally fucked up there. And that's on him. And I think he's a big enough player to come out and put his hands up and say that as well. The problem is once that player's got sent off and we've got a penalty given against us, is obviously it's going to be a mountain to climb. We're away from home, and it just looked like we kind of crumbled until we managed to get into the second half, come back out, and it wasn't a perfect start. We conceded another goal. The only positive I can say is that we just didn't get absolutely annihilated. That's the only one positive. But it just wasn't good enough, Robbie, today. At the end of the day, North London derby, we're expecting more than that. We want to see more than that. We're going on to Newcastle now, Monday night. We're both going to go there. And if we don't win that game, Robbie, I'm telling you now, I don't even know how I'm going to be feeling, because like you said, like you will know, I've always said to everyone, the last 5 games of the season, keep your feet on the ground and wait. I've said that, haven't I, Robbie? And this is why I'm getting a little bit excited now, because we're in prime position to actually go and get that 4.
Still in our hands.
It's still in our hands, but we've also seen Arsenal lose 3 games on a bounce in the start of the season, and just over recent weeks lose 3 games on a bounce. If we go and lose our next 2 games now, it's done, dusted for. So we really need to stand up now and show a pair of balls, go to Newcastle and at Everton at home and cement this 4th spot now. Because for me, if we don't get 4th spot from now, it's a proper failure, Robbie.
So you say it'd be a failure if we didn't get top
100%. Anybody else that tells me that from the position we're in now, that it isn't, they're having a laugh. Am I wrong?
Going to be a tough game, Newcastle, though.
It's going to be
never easy to go there, even though We've got a decent record there in recent times, but never easy to go there. They've been strong since the turn of the year there. That's not going to be an easy game.
No, most definitely not. You know, they've got great fans, got a good atmosphere. Since Eddie Howe's come in, they've had an upturn in form. They're winning games more because this is never going to be easy. But the thing with Newcastle is, I know it sounds strange, but there's been a few occasions where we've had to bank on Thomas Vermaelen scoring a last minute, a Koscielny scoring a last minute. So it's not like Newcastle are a bogey team for us, because they're not. We just have to go there with belief, and the players have to show a bounce back from today's result, Robbie. If these men don't show a bounce back from today's result, yeah, something's going wrong. Something serious going wrong, because there's no way we can just collapse, be up and down consistently, inconsistent. Does that make sense? But we got to not let our heads drop, because we're still in pole position. All we got to do is win these next 2 games.
Can we? Will we, should I say?
I think we will. I'm going to put my hand out there and say, you know what? I think we will, because I can't see why we shouldn't beat Newcastle, and I can't see why we shouldn't beat Everton. Yeah, Everton might be safe by the time we play them. If they're not, then I can see it being a difficult game, because any team fighting for relegation, they're going to be playing with all their heart in it and their soul. But yeah, man, that's it, Robbie. Disappointed.
Nice, man.
Right.
Cool. Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.